Welcome back to Stoneopolis, where last time we left off on making this system with the blood altar to make us some automation with the blood altar. We made these nodes and we actually created quite a few blank slates, didn't we? I don't know if that was exactly on purpose, but we do have some, and we are actually automating the reinforced slate as well, and it is taking quite a lot of blood just to do that. But we were basically getting ready to do the bronze. The bronze tab is going to require void copper and void tin. Alright, I went ahead and added a second routing node, master routing node, so that way we can have kind of two separate systems here, making it a lot more simple. And with this, it's already automating these void nuggets, which we are going to need quite a bit of blood. I'm actually going to remove that real quick. And I do want to set up a quantity that it'll allow so that we can see them go one at a time. Which we should see it start changing here. Alright, and I believe it changed it. Now we're getting void copper nuggets. Check that out. So in no time we should get quite a bit of copper, and I did actually remake the void chunk system instead with furnaces with mini charcoal to smelt them into void nuggets, which is super cool. We don't have to do that manually anymore. And with this system, we should start making copper like it's nothing, right?
Hopefully, and then we won't have to deal with it a lot anymore.
Right.
And manually do it, but we do have to manually get bloods, though, so.
Alright, so I'm going to claim these quests real quick. And to make the copper dust, we're going to have to throw these copper ingots into the strainer with purifying water, which should be pretty simple. However, actually, I do need how many? I do believe I have enough to make this sapling real quick. Alright, and we have the 3 copper ingots. Here it should make us, I believe we'll get 5 total copper dust. And I think you also will be getting the quest rewards for this, so we'll definitely have a few there to make us what we need to make. Right, I now have that quest complete. Thank you, sir. And now, if I grab us a handy dandy sapling out of one of these chests, I can make an orange sapling. Check that out. That's cool, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we can also make copper by smelting the copper dust. Alright, so I did cook up the rest of those nuggets that I put in there, and I should now have enough to make the rest of the items in this quest line, hopefully. I did get a cool 3 copper ingots from the quest line. Do you think you could hand me yours?
I actually don't have them on me. I think I threw them to you earlier.
No, the 3 from the one I just completed. Copper ingot.
Shit. Yeah. My bad. Here.
Alright, and if you don't mind, could I use the blood altar real quick?
Yeah, I'll just take all the mixed ingots out of it.
Check that out. Oh. Alright, let me grab this filter out real quick. Oh, I guess if we want to like do single things, we can just set the node to do like south or something. And so it won't
do that.
Well, it wasn't supposed to do that, but I guess it did. Okay. Oh, I guess I see. Okay, so I just took it out for now until this is done, and then I'll put it back in.
Alright, that works.
So this should make us the apprentice orb. The apprentice orb will allow us to craft some other things. Some pretty cool things, I believe. Alright, and we got the apprentice blood orb from the copper block in the blood altar. Very ominous. So, now, we can claim that reward, and we can actually go on to make the copper mesh, which we actually are 1 ingot off of. As funny as it is. Alright, and we do have enough now to make, if I can find any sort of wood in our chests. Found it. We should now be able to make a copper mesh. And with that, I should get one in the quest reward, and you should also get one in the quest reward. And we can
Yes,
now
I do.
switch them out. Check that out. We have a copper mesh in here. And I'd say that we can just switch the first 3 of them out for now. And just keep the other 2 as backups in case the other ones run out. But I'm going to go ahead and claim the 10 rewards for you. And hand those off to you real quick. So you're doing
Thank you.
quite a good job over there, aren't you? I'm going to make the copper bucket real quick
Alright.
for the quest line. Alright, and I have made my copper bucket. I believe he has made his tin bucket.
I have made my milk.
And if you shift right click it with the bucket, you should
Oh.
get your blood. Didn't make as much as I thought it was going to make. But
It's not letting me shift right click it.
you don't have the bucket in your hand.
I do though.
Take out your sapling grower, possibly.
Oh, maybe. Oh, well, now my bucket's gone. Oh, in here.
Hey, drop it to me real quick.
Here.
Alright, and we managed to figure that out, and we both now have our blood buckets, and we can check that off the quest line. Now we can finally make bronze. Alright, and I went ahead and made some bronze out of the ingots of copper that we had, and we can check that off the to-do list. And you should have also gotten 4 ingots of bronze as well. And it does look like for the next one, we're going to actually make the coke oven, which is pretty cool. We are going to use the bronze nuggets to make the coke oven. And it does seem to be pretty easy to make. And it does look like if we make 1 coke brick, it'll actually give us 9. So all we need to do is make 1 coke brick, and we should have enough to build it, I believe.
The issue is we don't have a lot of sand. So I will get on making that.
Yeah, like, come on.
Alright now.
Alright, and I'm gonna go ahead and turn some mini charcoal into regular coal via the blood altar. And I'll go ahead and start getting us some coal so that we can make some coal coke. How does that sound, Mr. Jag?
Sounds great. I've just finished making the sand that we would need to make the first coke brick.
Alright. If you want to go ahead and make that, I can claim that. Do you know how to build a coke oven?
Coke oven? No, I do not.
Well, you're about to learn today.
Sounds great. Okay.
Alright, and now I have the charcoal automatically going into here and creating some mini coal. Check that out. Alright, and we now have coke brick as well. Thank you for making that for me, sir.
You're welcome.
Alright, are you ready? I don't know if we have enough.
There's mini coal
I
here.
don't think
You can
we
make-
have enough, actually.
Here you go. I'll drop you the ones that I got from the quest line.
Okay, so in order to make this, we should be able to just place, I think this one's the 3x3, but I don't have the most amount of room here. It might need some more. I think we are gonna need, yeah, we're gonna need a few more bricks. Alright, so we went ahead and moved this over here and got a few more bricks so that we could just have 2 coke ovens. So if you would like to do the honors, Mr. Jack, check that out. We now have 2 coke ovens and we can split the coal between each. And check that out. We are starting to make some sweet charcoal or coal coke, which is actually burning extremely quickly. It doesn't normally take that long, which is really cool. And in the quest line, it actually gave me an extra 3. Now, Mr. Jack, if we put our bucket in there, we get creosote oil. And when the creosote oil, do you know what we do with that?
What do we do with the creosote oil?
We turn it into treated planks. By putting the bucket of creosote oil in the middle and planks all around it, we'll get some treated wood planks. Just like that, we have finished the bronze quest line. How cool is that, Mr. Jack?
That is great. So now we can actually, start making better tools than
Right.
crappy stone tools we've been working with this whole time.
So, do you by chance have any void ingots?
I don't have one on me at the moment. No.
Oh, well, I guess we do have 1,000 void nuggets, so it doesn't... I don't really need it. Do you have the bronze, though?
I have 8 bronze on me.
Alright. So, you want to see something cool? Do you have that lava?
I don't have any
The
lava.
lava,
No.
but the blood.
Blood, yes.
So for the summoning block, which is the start to the next chapter, I just need the lava bucket and the bronze and the void ingots, and just like that, we have summoning block. And we can finally get into ender pearls. Check that out. Void copper nuggets can be used on a summoning block with life essence below it, or below, to spawn an endermite. Endermites drop ender pearl fragments. Okay, so not exactly an enderman, but we can start making ender pearls. And I bet you can't guess what color sapling that's gonna get us.
We are finally going to have a green sapling
We're finally
used
gonna
on
have
my
a green
card.
sapling. That is right. Alright. Alright guys, so it definitely worked. I put the blood under the summoning block and I used a copper nugget on it and it made an endermite. So if I could hit him real quick, it gave us some ender pearl fragments. And I'm not sure if it used up the blood. It did not. So it does look like... Hey, Jack, guess what?
Yo, that's you could have spawned one at a time.
It's alright. We're men. We can get this, right? Oh! Oh!
Yeah,
Oh, that's
a lot
hurting.
more went to you.
I don't actually have a sword.
I actually just broke mine on their head, so... Blade of sacrifice.
Alright. And these are dead. Let me help you out real quick. Alright. And that dropped us quite a few ender pearl fragments. I got 29. How many did you get?
I got 10.
You got 10. Cool. I don't know what the recipe is for this, but it should be pretty simple. It's just
And we
a
get
3
3
by
more
3.
from the quest line.
Cool. Alright, and I have 4 ender pearls. That's pretty cool. And I'm assuming we need 4 of them for the green sapling.
Would be a correct assumption.
Hey, Jack.
Yeah.
I have a gift for you.
Green sapling? Finally can have green trees.
Yay, green trees! Alright, and now we need to work for some geode fragments. Geode fragments are going to take ender pearl fragments and stone pebbles, which I know we can get stone pebbles pretty quickly, but I'm gonna have to set up some sort of way for
Can you pass me
this.
one more ender pearl fragment?
Yeah, here you go. We're gonna have to set up some sort of way of making the summoning block easier for us to kill these endermites, and we'll be back. Alright guys, we're back, and we figured out a little system for this. It really just consists of lava, or blood, excuse me, the summoning block, and then blood above it. And it's just pushing the endermites on top
Water above
of the blood altar. If you want to go ahead and summon a few of those, I can show the audience. Check this out. So it's actually pretty quick, and I added 4 rune of sacrifices, and you can see that my orb is already filled up in there. Check this out. And you can see the blood altar just filling up in the bottom there. And I go ahead and clear this out, which thankfully it is a one-shot on them. Does look like it cleared them all out. If I stand up here, look at that. I got a few stacks of ender pearl fragments. We also did find something quite interesting. And do you by chance have a bone on you, Jack?
No, I do not. I was running over to grab one. Think about it.
We found an interesting thing that happens when you suffocate a skeleton.
I only have 1 bone, but there.
That's all we need. So if you use a bone meal on a summoning block, you actually summon skeletons. As you can see, I summoned the skeleton, and he is in there and fighting for his life and not doing so on. So if I summon the other 2, they actually have a guaranteed drop on here to give bones. And you should have gotten, what, 6 there or 9 there?
I got 9.
So now he has
9 bone
9
meal.
bone meal. And so he could make 9 more skeletons. And now that they all die.
And now we have 16 bones, which makes 48 bone meal.
Now we just kind of have like a infinite loop going on here. A very loud infinite loop. You see, I can go ahead and do this, and if I use my auto clicker, I can just, you know, summon 70, 80 skeletons. And we just kind of have a little death trap going here. So that is definitely interesting. I don't know entirely if that is intended, but if you ever need bones, well, we have a system for that now, don't we?
And arrows.
And with that being said, we have made quite a lot of progress today, haven't we? We completed the entire bronze questline, and we went and got some ender pearls down the friends questline. It does look like in the next episode we're actually going to get into iron finally, and lava. And the lava will get us pig iron, and finally, after all that's said and done, we'll actually get into heat power, meaning we'll actually get into immersive engineering and start getting automation. How does that sound, Mr. Jack?
Sounds great.
It does.
Finally, we can actually not have to manually go through the
Great.
rivers constantly.
Yeah. And with that being said, if you guys liked this video, make sure to go down and subscribe and click on the next video, because we are going to be continuing this series for quite a long time, because we do have a lot more content to do, don't we? We have, what, 1, 2, 3, 3 more areas to complete once we finish this immersive engineering chapter. But with that being said, this is the end of today's episode. If you liked it or didn't like it, let us know down in the comments what you liked, what you didn't like, and what you think we can improve on. Thank you guys so much for watching, and see you in the next episode.